Kinda. Be a bad belly. Kinda. And you met it. Kinda. Be a bad belly. Kinda. Tell me if you feel it.
Go into the store right now and put your hand in the cash register for no reason.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. It's white boy jihad summer. Woke Sharia, rise up. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and MBs, I'm live and alive. Coming in from Los Angeles, California. I'm Hassan Piker. This is the HASAN broadcast. There's absolute fire in the booth. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and MBs, I hope everyone's having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. The Islamic State of New York is now one step closer to being reality. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're there. We're live. We're alive. I'm getting reports right now that this is what New York City looks like. This is what Manhattan looks like. Folks! Woke Sharia is official. Woke Sharia. The People's Republic of New York will rise up once again. One of the first ever instances of hope that I have felt, just a crumb, just a margin of hope that I've felt for the first time in quite a long time, coming after a 12-hour broadcast we did yesterday. New York City, listen to me. If you are nearby a Hakeem Jeffries or Chuck Schumer district office, go inside and put your hand in a super PAC donation box for no reason. Their money is your money. The libs won't get the joke, bro. I don't give a fuck, dude. Let me just have a fucking moment of fun, okay? But obviously, there's a really big story today that you guys know about. His name is ZOHRAN Mamdani. We're obviously going to be talking about that quite a bit. He won the New York mayoral primary pretty handily, as a matter of fact, after this long and drawn-out battle. A real will they, won't they type situation that was taking place. The billionaires are already trying to cook something. Yeah, they'll try to cook something up and we'll fight back. Lead generation ain't liking this one. Well, they'll have to fucking come along for the journey. Whether they like it or not, doesn't matter. You got to step out of the way, baby. When you see the momentum, the Zohran momentum from the Mamdaniacs, you just got to fucking step aside. I want you all to also feel the way that I feel, okay? This is a moment. This is an inspiring moment for every single person, okay? Injected directly into my veins. You can feel that things are changing. Things are changing at an alarming rate, you know? Decades happening in weeks. Weeks not happening for decades all of a sudden turns into decades happening in weeks. For every single person that obviously played a role in this from the start, give yourself a fucking round of applause as well. For the door knockers, for the canvassers, shouts out the DSA, shouts out the Working Families Party, shouts out the Jewish Voice for Peace, shouts out to all of the New Yorkers, shouts out to all of you that called in from all around the country as well. This is the first step of implementing hot socialist summer. Obviously hot, you know, we're doing white Sharia, white boy Sharia summer as well. We're doing white boy jihad as well. You already know this campaign could not have been put together without an endless amount of solidarity. I am so fucking stoked. I'm so stoked. I'm a little worried still. I'm always a little worried, but goddamn, I feel like DSA numbers are about to get base boosted after this one. Holy shit. What is this?
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, this is Staten Island. Reporting live from Staten Island.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
More like Stalin Island, dude. What a crazy, crazy, crazy moment. Wait, what? Breaking. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer has been hospitalized. Are you serious? Hey, yo, this is what I meant when I said, like, people that can't handle this victory are going to fucking start dropping like flies left and right. Is this what's happening? Is this the reverberations of this first step in the appropriate direction for American progress, for American prosperity? What the hell? What the hell? Okay. Listen. I don't know what the hell happened there, but you know, that's crazy. He had to kiss the ring of one Muslim man for once, and he just perished? Is that what it is? I'm hearing reports that Chuck Schumer has actually said the Shahada and received the light of Allah on his last moments on his hospital bed. He is going to go to Jannah. Okay? Do not worry. He was hospitalized for dehydration. Bro, are you serious? Are you serious right now? Are you fucking joking? DSA recruitment has skyrocketed. Let's go. DSA new member count, Saturday 81, Sunday 83, Monday 91, Tuesday 481. Hey, New York DSA, this is your moment. This is your moment. This is your moment. This is, own it. Working Families Party, this is your moment. Jewish Voice for Peace, this is your moment. Grand Ayatollah Mamdani has implemented woke Sharia law. New York City Sharia law, open mind. We are doing Sharia law in New York City. You will be Muslim. Please add in more obnoxious sound effects. It's so funny when paired with your millennial sense of humor. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Gay Socialist Summer incoming. Gay Socialist Summer incoming. Oh, yeah, dude. By the way, I have it on good authority. That the Red Scare podcast girlies and have actually evacuated Dimes Square. Jabuki is on the ground. He's saying there's a shift taking place. Dimes Square era 2018 and 2025 laundered fascist aesthetics and paved the way for the West Village Aryans to rise to power. But now gay socialism is on the way. Dark woke is on its way. Folks, dark woke is on its way. I can't. These are so stupid. Dark woke is incoming. If you developed an eating disorder during the Dimes Square era, start eating now. I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm having so much fun. That's right. That's right. They're rounding up all the podcast girlies that were pro Palantir. Azealia Banks has left the building. She has escaped to Youngstown, Ohio. I have it on good authority that the Red Scare girlies have also left New York State. If you were a part of a Peter Thiel-backed podcast, make no mistake, they are coming for you. The authorities are here. The woke Gestapo is here. The Fedayeen are rounding everybody up. They're looking at the podcast numbers. They're looking at anyone who has said something even remotely positive about Palantir in the last month or so. They're gonna put you in a camp. So you need to get the fuck out, okay? Do not be reactionary. The Patriots, the Sharia Patriots are in control. Red Scare when people believe in things. So true. I don't even care about his policies, which are comically R-worded to the point that it might be fun to fuck around and find out. I just find this third world entitlement and nice guy act to be transparent and spiritually antagonistic and have zero respect for anyone. This is what I'm saying. Deport, 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 abort and deport. It's happening. It's happening. They're going to find you. Anna, you gotta get in the bunker real quick. Anna, get in the bunker. Anna, the Red Scare podcast is over. It's over. It's over. It's done. Oh my God. Remember, guys, remember the New Yorker magazine full fucking page on the ugly ass, disgusting hedge fund manager, inbred fail daughters that were like, oh, we wanted to say the R words so bad. We wanted to say gay R words so bad without any additional problems from the wokes. That's why we voted for Donald Trump. That's why we voted for Donald Trump. That's right. Prison. Woke Sharia is coming for you. You are going to prison. You're going to prison. Do a ableism? Prison. It's over. It's over. Make no mistake. Wait, there's more reports coming in. I just saw Dasha and Anna K being dragged through the streets in handcuffs by teenage Zohran activists in Red Guard uniforms. Hope you guys are happy. Can you explain who Dasha and Anna are for people in the chat who have a job? They're just fucking right-wing podcasters that are really fucking annoying. They used to be a part of the New York, Brooklyn podcast ecosystem, and then they just became like incredibly fucking annoying right-wingers. And that's it. That's basically what it is. That's all it is. They're just, Peter Thiel associates, basically. And everybody hates them. Yeah, Dasha initially was a Sailor Moon socialist girl. The new Pope of the Dime Square. Trump speaks on Zohran. It's finally happened. The Democrats have crossed the line. Zohran Mamdani, a 100% communist lunatic, has just won the Dem primary and is on his way to becoming mayor. We've had radical lefties before, but this is getting a little ridiculous. He looks terrible. His voice is grating. He's not very smart. He's got AOC +3 dummies all backing him. And even our great Palestinian senator, crying Chuck Schumer, is growling over him. Yes, this is a big moment in the history of our country. Oh, he's jealous. Oh, he hates it. Oh, he hates it. Oh, he knows. Trump is obviously a zesty queen with a penchant for the arts, okay? He knows someone who's good on television when he sees them. This right here, he's like, oh, New York is finally lost. I hate it. Another one? There's more? I have an idea for the Democrats to bring them back into play after years of being left out in the cold, including suffering one of the greatest losses in history. The 2024 presidential election, the Democrats should nominate low IQ candidate Jasmine Crockett for president, and AOC +3 should be respectively vice president and 3 high-level members of the cabinet, added together with our future communist mayor of New York City, ZOHRAN MAMDANI, and our country is really screwed. Guy who positively despises your cause, giving you good advice on your cause, on what to do. Maybe we shouldn't listen to this. You know what I mean? Just fucking win elections, dude. That's it. That's all you got to do. Eli Valley. The Israeli consulate has begun airlifting New Yorkers to Ramat Gan. Line forms on 44th and 2nd Avenue. Helicopters leave every 30 minutes. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's funny about all of this, of course, for those of you who are just tuning in, obviously I jumped the gun a little bit and immediately started the celebrations rather than telling you what took place. A couple months ago, you guys recall, I went and I talked to this brown Muslim socialist guy who was my age, 33 years old. His name is Zohran Mamdani, New York State Assemblyman, coming out of nowhere, right? He had great ground game, great charisma. At the time, I think he was around 10% to like 16% polling in second place. And he had a lot of promise. Most importantly, because he had a tremendous amount of momentum backing him and a real people-powered movement and some fantastic ideas. Modest social democratic expansions of the safety nets, modest social democratic reforms. But overall, it was great. Very progressive, unafraid of calling himself a socialist, and also unafraid of saying that Israel was an apartheid state doing a genocide. He had been an activist for quite a while, as a matter of fact, always on the right side of history. And last night, the tremendous efforts of thousands of New Yorkers and even a larger number of people who were calling in and phone banking from all around the country, it amounted to the former governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, who was the establishment favorite with $30 million dumped into the fucking primaries, mostly in attack ads against Zohran Mamdani. Zohran Mamdani was able to defeat former governor of New York, sex pest, cop rapist, Andrew Cuomo. And the Cuomo name in New York is a dynastic name. For those of you who don't know, Andrew Cuomo had tremendous name recognition. he immediately seized upon the Democratic Party machine politics in New York. He designed the New York State Democratic Party machine to his own desires, and yet none of that worked. In spite of the fact that they dumped $30 million in ads to a dynastic name in New York politics with a sea of institutional Democrat endorsements that came in the aftermath, instead of the fact that the New York Times intervened and after claiming that they would not intervene in local elections, came out and did an anti-endorsement of Zohran Mamdani after the last week of endless fucking pro-Israel groups attacking Zohran Mamdani, calling him cynically an anti-Semite over and over again, demanding that everybody reveal, how quickly they would go to the big, beautiful state of Israel, even though that had nothing to do with becoming the mayor of New York. With a tremendous amount of racism and Islamophobia, Zohran Mamdani was able to destroy this major hurdle in the closed Democratic Party primaries in New York. Now, the reason why it's a closed Democratic primary and what that factors into this analysis is, or how this factors into this analysis, is that given that it was a closed Democratic Party primary, Andrew Cuomo should have clobbered. And he thought he would actually clobber this lesser known, young, dynamic, charismatic politician. They pulled out all the stops at the last second and they got destroyed. Why do you support terrorism? Then when someone calls you out, you throw fit like a child. Learn how to write, and then we can have this conversation again. Try it again. You throw a fit like a child. Nice deflection, goofball, lol, you're a loser. There is no deflection here. Your position is not sustainable. No one agrees with you. You have to stay in the hug box. You have to stay in Reddit. You have to stay on Discord servers to basically keep fucking beefing up your position, to assume that there are other people who have who share your worldview. The idea that like anyone who speaks out against Israel is actually a fucking terrorist and loves terrorism, when in fact the average person's position on this is that Israel is the fucking terrorist here. Like it's over. Give it up. Try to figure out a new fucking route here. Trying to hit the "you love terrorism, you're a fucking terrorist" lines over and over again. Clearly it didn't work last night. They tried that shit against Zohran. It didn't work. Young Muslim socialist candidate in New York City, overwhelmingly popular. Instead of coping, come up with a new way. Come up with a new line of attack. Go back to like liberal Zionism, for example, something along those lines. You can't fucking do this whole like, oh, you're a terrorist, you love terrorism. Many people have tried for the past fucking year and a half. You got to stop. It don't work that way. It's not working. One must ask the question, why it's not working? Yeah, look at the New York Times quote. Remember this? Mr. Mamdani, a democratic socialist, continues to embrace left-leaning views that have become less popular with voters in New York. What happened? Turns out it wasn't less popular with voters in New York. As a matter of fact, it wasn't less popular with the voters in New York at all. Yeah, instead of coping, try seething. Try something else for a while.